There it is, the Kandy railway station. And I saw just a moment ago there's a departure for Colombo Fort, that's downtown Colombo, at 1:30. Let's see if I can catch that. There is, of course, no way I want to catch that. I'm in beautiful Kandy in the middle of Sri Lanka. And there's so much more of this trip which is yet to come, and so beautiful. I wouldn't want to miss that. In the last vlog, I was at the municipal market. In this vlog, vlog number 19, I'm at the train station. And later in this vlog, at the bus station. We've all heard of Sri Lanka's tea country, that rolling countryside full of tea plantations. Well, the center of that is in Ella. As you can see, the train to take you there starts in Kandy from the railway station. Or you can do as I did and only take the train for the prettiest portion from Nuwara Elia to Ella. I later ad-libbed and took a train from Ella to Badula, and that was amazing. You'll see all of this in later vlogs. You're viewing Travels with Lobo, a 3-week discovery tour of Sri Lanka. Thank you for joining me. Vlog number 19 from Kandy. In this vlog, I visit the train station in Kandy as well as the bus station, and by implication explain why I chose car and driver. You can scrub along the timeline to any topic that might interest you. So it looks like you'll end up at the railway station one way or another, so let's have a look at it. I'm a railway buff. That's why I go there. Just to reinforce what I said earlier, at the railway station you're welcomed by the sign, "The majestic kingdom of the hills warmly welcomes you." Those hills contain the rolling tea plantations. Contrary to Colombo Fort, this seems like a relatively calm, organized railway station. Clean. Kind of make you want to travel by rail. And there's the guy who chickened out and opted for car and driver instead of using the public transportation system. You always have your doubts, second thoughts about whether you did the right thing or not. It certainly is expensive at $1,500 for 16 days, but I did it. Second thoughts aside, after having completed this video, again I am reacquainted with the limitations of transportation by train and bus, baggage, time, effort. Yeah, you know where I'm getting at. It's easiest to have a car and driver if you can afford it. Hence the title, Kandy, Train and Bus Stations, or Why I Chose a Car and Driver. For more information about that, go to the playlist, vlog number 8, How to Travel in Sri Lanka, and I'll tell you all about it. And I have a feeling this train just arrived, but there's people waiting to pile in, and pile in it is with no room for luggage. No room for luggage. That's one of the problems. No room for luggage. So if you're tempted to take the train, consider this. Yeah, have you considered it? So this is maybe fourth class. You wouldn't want to ride in one of these trains. Wow. And maybe it's questionable whether you want to ride in one of these, although this one's a little less crowded. Fourth class train, there's actually room in there. Lots of room for your baggage. Here's the second and, not first, but second class and third class train. Fourth class over there. Just for the record, they do have first class reserved. That's what you pretty well have to get. Notice the windows are closed, so you have air conditioning. Sri Lanka is very hot, but you do have to make your reservations in advance, and I am terrible at making advance reservations for anything. The car and driver I did the day before leaving, hence no price comparison. And that's exactly what we did in India. Well, I never learn. you do see monks here as well, but by far not as many as in Myanmar. Speaking of Myanmar, here's our playlist. Please check it out. And in retrospect, I can't believe that only a year ago we were there and did this wonderful trip. A year later, the country is clamped down in a military dictatorship. The much heralded Aung San Suu Kyi under house arrest. How will this end? Well, same as COVID, unknown. Got to tell you a quick story that the railway advisor told me, and that's the Sri Lankan Railway bought, 10 or so locomotives from India, used locomotives, shipped them over here to Sri Lanka. And then found out that they're too heavy for the rail system here in Sri Lanka. They are 120 tons, and apparently the railway system here has a maximum of a load of 100 tons from a locomotive. So out of luck, out of luck. Got to ship them back. Just up the hill from the railway station is the bus station. This one goes to Kigali. So that's what the buses look like. Usually crowded. And no room for luggage. That's the worst part. No room for luggage. This is what the inside looks like. Waiting areas. Negombo is just north of Colombo, near the airport. Good place to stay if you're flying out. I didn't end up in Negombo until the very end of my trip, but I would really advise you to start your trip in Negombo and to end your trip in Negombo. It's a wonderful beach place, a wonderful stay, as you will see in my final vlog some weeks from now. There don't appear to be ticket counters, and I think you just pay on the bus. Pay on the bus. The bus system may appear to be chaotic. Takes a lot of work to know where you're going, how you're going. But if you can master it, you'll be rewarded with some incredibly cheap prices for travel. Unfortunately, I won't be rewarded since I took a car and driver. No reward there other than seeing a lot of things quickly. At this point, I'm still bad-mouthing car and driver, but really, with my baggage and everything, I just couldn't see using a bus. As I look at all this, I still feel that I'm missing the picture, because somewhere there have to be air-conditioned first-class buses that go from city to city. I just haven't found any. Well, I finally found those buses at the end of my trip in Galle, Galle, in the south of Sri Lanka. And it turns out they only really run on the auto route between Galle to Colombo to Negombo. And by auto route, of course, I mean a 4-lane highway. As usual, thank you for viewing, and for the one or two of you who stayed around till the end, my congratulations. And please come back next Friday, and I'll have a look at the Temple of the Sacred Tooth Relic, one of the biggest attractions in Sri Lanka.